Yeah, these candelabras do exist, and you can totally do that to have really great bombs in the middle of firefights. Hey guys, welcome to Level Tours. It's Gus here with another exciting level tour for you today. I just finished up with the Dam, my favorite map, and I've given 2 tours of that, and I feel the second tour went pretty darn well, so we're on a roll here. We've got some exciting randoms to play a game with. We're going to do a tour in public, and then we're going to do the private tour. If I can keep my voice, it has been very smoky here in my part of the world for the last week or 2 because of the fires in California and Oregon and Washington, and so my voice is kind of sexy, extra sexy today, and I hope you'll bear with me. Hope my extremely sexy voice does not turn you on too much, that you can still pay attention to the information I have to impart on this very exciting level tour today. So we've done a tour of the capital and the hometown, which is a bit disappointing. Would rather have gone to a new map, but looks like we might be going back to capital. Capital is a very interesting map because it doesn't seem to adhere to the 3 lanes. I talked about this in the first time I came through here, but there may be 3 lanes here, but I'm not even sure if they go horizontally or vertically in this map. So it's a really broken up map with a lot of angles and sneaking opportunities. And it's also a good map to run away from people in. It's easy to get lost in this map, and there are a lot of ways out of corners or rooms that you get yourself stuck in. So I think there's literally no room without 2 points of egress on this map, so two ways out, that is. Anyway, we start on the favored end here by the box at the top of the hill. This is the long room. It's a long room. It has a sniping opportunity up there and a lot of hiding and camping and sniping opportunities up on the top ledge. If you want to get up there, you can go up this box, and people like to hide out here for sniping on the box, here for sniping on that room and that room, but best here, I guess. Yeah, something like that, for covering the street and the edge of that room. It's not great, honestly, but people love it. So there's that. There's up here. Also, this corner room here is probably called the corner room. It has a sniper window as well that lets you shoot on that box. Somebody has spawned or run around behind us, so I'm going to just take a moment to look through the underneath here. This is the underneath corridor, and the underneath room down there. Ooh. I know I saw a red dot, so I feel spooked, but I'm not seeing anyone. Here's the big desk, and this is the covered desk, or the white desk. Somebody is firing, and somebody is marked. Well, this is a highly spooky situation right now. If he'll just walk towards me a little bit. Nope, never mind. My friend took care of it. Anyway, this is the long room box, and this is the tall box. This is a couple of short white boxes. None of these really have any names that I know of. Somebody's up in the sniper spot and rush underneath him, cutting off his options. He wanted to throw a bomb or a molly, and then I'm just going to come right back. He does have a bomb planted upstairs, and I don't think my friends were aware that he was up there. So I have to be the hero, though I have lost track of him. Probably shouldn't be walking up these stairs, but I wanted to get a mark on that. Yeah, I really don't know where that guy went. So we continue the tour in the Capitol Room. The Capitol Room is, of course, what this whole thing is named after. This is a seat of power, and that is a statue, of course. That's called the statue. Here's the box, and these are a couple metal walls, or riot walls. These are called the metal walls, these 2 here. And then this is the crow's nest up in the back. People love to camp here in the crow's nest, so good to put a bomb there or here, like that, where it's like right tucked up against the wall. That way when people are coming around this corner, they will get blowed up, or people coming around this corner will get blowed up. Like this, watch. Uh-oh, he threw a bomb, which will probably blow up my bomb. And then he came running back. Well, I got too into the notion of him running into that bomb. He was, of course, listening, so he heard the bomb. That's why I did not surprise him. Also, I fired off my gun, which alerted him to where I was, which also did not help to surprise him. But here we are. Okay, we've spawned all the way across the map. The long room continues on from there. There's the long room. That's the little window I was peeking out of. That's kind of the sniper window on this end right here. Looks like my team is wiping the floor with the other guys, so I'm going to speed this up. We have the stupid corridor, or the long corridor, which is right here. Long hallway. If you're ever in here, you're basically a sitting duck, so it's a bad idea to be here. But you can have fights from either end or behind this desk. This is the big desk. People do like to hang out here. Gives you an angle on the box and gives you an out this way. This is, I guess, the small desk? I don't know. The office desk. It's got a phone at it. Why are you here? I'm trying. Darn it. This guy keeps interrupting the tour. Thanks to Ben. Yeah, we're looking at these guys leaving the swan box. And the cameras show us the long room, the gazebo. I haven't even been to the gazebo. This is the art room or the warehouse room. The swan box or the bird box, and the brown van. Let's see. So yeah, here start us right back where we were. So here we've got the statue and the big stairs. This is the big stairs. That's the small window. He's at the small window, means he's here. The middle room is in here. This is the middle room. You can sneak through it. This is the curved desk or the health kit desk, but the curved desk helps. Yeah, the big stairs are right on this way. And you've got a health kit on the health kit box on top of the big stairs. A few of these little riot walls, metal walls here on the big stairs. Fighting doesn't usually happen here, but this is a pretty common spawn at the bottom of the big stairs, so sometimes you get into some interesting fights up there. This is the stairs bird. This is the middle swan. This is the swan box. And that's the back swan, or the back bird. All kind of get used interchangeably. Here's the best working bomb on this map. Hides really well, works 95% of the time. And here's the ramp. This gets called out a lot. This is the ramp, and this is the ramp window. Darn it! Oh, don't tell me it's Boban again. I'm really trying to avoid this fight, but I'm not going to get a chance to, so I'll burn myself up. Leaving my bloobs behind on the ground. That is pretty much going to end the tour, I fear. That's the gazebo in the middle. That's the RV down below it. I did much better coverage of that in the first tour, but I think I'll get a chance to remedy that in the private tour. So I'm going to run down and give you as best a quick glance at this as I can. Through the middle room, there is a big desk at the middle room. People do hide behind here. It's a fairly common camping spot. You can kind of hide here and then sneak around this way as people come through and then jump them. Here's the gazebo in the middle and the RV there. And the RV health kit box. Yeah. So, thanks for joining me on the tour of the Capitol. I'll see you in the solo in just a second. So when I talk about lanes, what I mean is most of these maps are like Water Tower or Lakeside where they have like 3 big lanes. This does not really have 3 big lanes. So I tend to think of the Capitol more as a circle, like a donut, really. If you think of this as the top of the map, the top of the donut doesn't really help, but let's see, is there anywhere we can really view that from? So if we're in the gazebo, essentially we're as far from any edge as we are anywhere else. So maybe rather than 3 lanes, it's best to think of this as like kind of a circle. We're okay, that edge is a little further away, but all of these edges are all the same distance from us. So it's easiest to think of it as like a circle with then a smaller circle off to the side, and that circle being the big round room. So this is, if this were the edge of the map right here, then that statement I would have said was true. The rest of it is just a circle that kind of flows around that. And then this sticks off to the side, this separate circle here with its back area and these big stairs kind of jutting out also off of the circle. So not a perfect metaphor, but the other way to think of it might be 5 lanes. I was looking at it earlier, and it looks like it's 1 lane here, 1 lane here, essentially, that continues around below the RV and up the ramp. 1 lane that runs through the middle, essentially from the crow's nest through that area and over to there, or perhaps, and then this lane here being the 4th lane, thinking of this as the 4th lane that leads here and all the way across to there, way back to there, and then making that the 5th lane up here. Or perhaps the upper 4th lane. Perhaps this is the upper 4th lane or the 5th lane, and then this is the 5th lane or the lower 4th lane or the 6th lane, I guess. Anyway, you see why capital is hard to describe. There's a lot going on. But I find it easiest to think of it as that big circle. If you're in the gazebo, then the most used parts of the map are a stone's throw from you in all directions, except for the crow's nest, really. The most common fights are down this area here, inside and around this area here, the inside of that warehouse room or the art room. In the long end of the long hallway, or the fat end of the long hallway over there, a very common fighting zone. Up under here is a very common fighting zone. And then up here at this sniper window and around it is also very common fights. Other than that, the only really common fighting zones are kind of over that box, around those short walls, the metal walls, and in here in the middle room. So I guess that's still stone's throw from the center. So most fights happen in that kind of zone. Snipers do hang out here. It's not really a sniper spot, but it's kind of like one. Other than that, all the sniper spots are very situational. There's one for either side of this box. A snipe from there, or a snipe from, there. I guess from that middle box as well, but not really a sniper spot. This has weird snipes across to there or to there, but again, not really a very common sniping spot. So it's pretty much just the crow's nest and the sniper window on this map for snipers. For bombs, of course, right up in here, up against the bird is a super common one. This back ramp has a common one. Up under this window is a very common one. I showed that in the other tour. You kind of leave it a little away from the window, maybe even a little more away from the window than that one. That one kind of rolled on me. That way they can't see it. You don't want it far enough away that they can see it if they're looking in the window. But if it's right up against the window, when they bounce back out, it won't kill them. So if it's a little away, it'll kill them. Let's see. We've got 11 minutes left, so let's go through and just kind of name all the rooms here. We've got the art room. We have the we have the corner room here. We have the art room here, or the warehouse room. That's the back room over there. This is the long room. And above the long room is the sniper's room with the sniper's window. I'm headed there now. I should have brought Marathon. So here's the sniper's window. Very common sniper spot. People can shoot you on that box, so make sure to take that box from the edge that's not visible. And this is the sniper's room up here. Often see a bomb planted right there, or right there, or also there to prevent people coming up those stairs. If you're on those stairs and you see somebody there, just shoot them before you come up that corner. Don't walk any further, just kill them from here. And let's see. This room, I don't really have a name for it. Anyone got a name for it? The mural room, perhaps? The big tree room? Something like that. The Jefferson room, if that's Jefferson. Anyway, yeah, mural room sounds good. So how about the mural room? Anyone have a better name? Let me know. Health kit box here on the L box. White box. Metal wall. There is a spawn in that very back corner, so fights do sometimes happen back here. The spawn happens like back there. So fights kind of happen in this area sometimes. If our team was like at this box when those guys spawned back there, there might be a fight kind of happening through this situation. The crow's nest again up here, and this box has a very common bomb as well on it. But I showed that in the other one, so let's leave this bomb. Would also be a very common bomb. That way people coming in around this corner would blow up. Boom. And let's see. There's a bit of an angle down towards the bird over there, like that. That passage, really good for a sniper, a headshot sniper, not much else. This ramp is a very common fight down towards the bird box or there as well towards that RV. But of course there's no cover. Well, there's kind of cover as you sort of manipulate over there. These things are shootable through somewhat. You have to kind of aim well. There's another hole here somewhere. But much more than that, all these things are throwable over. So if people are fighting you from up in there and you like are out of health or something, you can totally fight them that way. Let's take a look where that landed. Should be right behind that box here. So if somebody was having a fight that way, that would have killed them. Or you could have thrown it to here or wherever. Anywhere you're having a fight over there, a good idea to keep in mind that that is all open, and those are great surfaces to reflect bombs off. We come around, that's the red shipping container or the red dumpster, red box, something like that. Red crate, red dumpster, red shipping container. Didn't get a bomb. This is the Volvo. You know, who knows what it really is, but it looks like a Volvo, so why not? And the Backbird with the spiral ramp being here, or the spiral stairs being there. And we've got a health kit L box here, or L desk here in the middle. None of these other boxes really have any sort of names I know of. Yeah, I don't know, there's a couch there and a couch here, so maybe those are useful to refer to. Yeah, I'm learning that I don't really have a lot of great names for things in the capital in these rooms, but hopefully you guys can help me out, and I can help you out. We'll work together on solidifying these names. The art pile, or the art mess, I've heard that called, you know, for obvious reasons, because it looks like a bit of a mess. But yeah, these candelabras do exist, and you can totally do that to have really great bombs in the middle of firefights. So keep those in mind. I believe all of them do exist and can be thrown off of. Yep, it sure looks like it. I think there's also one thing here. Yeah, these guys do also exist, although they're kind of a weird shape. I don't think they're quite modeled exactly the way they look, but as far as their bouncing off box, all this stuff exists and can be thrown off of. You can throw a bomb off the ceiling, for example, to get somebody in there, which is pretty great. And same with all this stuff. These things and these candelabras here can all be used and should be used for throwables and potatoes and stuff like that. These are all too high for potatoes, but they're very great for bombs. Basically, by the time the bomb starts setting off as soon as it clicks something. So, and same for this guy. He can be bounced off of. These can all be bounced off of. All of these columns and stuff can be thrown off of. So if you hit a bomb up high, if I hit it there, it starts going off there, and it, as you saw, it goes off before it even hits the ground. So people have far less of an option to react to it. Plus, it looks like it's going over your head. It looks like I missed, but in fact, I'm just dropping it on you. So that's a really good way to use bombs. Yeah, same is true for this area up here. If you're potatoing or bombing from down below, you can totally do that up against this wall, or window frame is also quite good there. But yeah, you can totally molly up in there, of course, as well. But bombs thrown off that ceiling will land right on the guy while looking like it went right behind them. So yeah, you can go up on this ledge up here. There's not a ton of angles, but there's some, you know, some sniping if you're an HR kind of guy. Let's see, do I have an HR loadout? Yes. So if I reload myself real quick, we'll see if I have a HR angle from up there. Of course, it spawns you all the way across. Um, so let's see. Interesting. Looks promising. Yeah, so you've even got some background disappearing. But that is the ramp, basically, right there. That's the wall next to the ramp. So people walking over to the ramp would totally be snipeable from there. And I suspect also from over here. Maybe that's... Yeah, this is something I did not really know about. I'm not a sniper. Well, no, not really. That's kind of not a very trafficked area. Well, that's kind of towards the ramp. So yeah, maybe there's some sniping opportunities up there. A lot of camping happens on this map because of these little side rooms and stuff like that, and because every room has 2 or 3 or 5 ways into it. A lot of, sneaky shivving kind of business gets accomplished on here. Again, with this window, same story. You can bounce off of these window frames or off of the ceiling to bounce bombs onto people, like hitting it off there. Bombs basically stop their forward momentum when they encounter an object. They don't quite ricochet the way you'd think. They basically just fall straight down. So, oh yeah, these trees don't entirely exist. So the tippity tops of them, some of them don't seem to exist. So somewhat you can throw through some of the stuff, but most of it seems to be there, as you can see, as is this, if I didn't mention it. Yeah, and same with all these can be bounced off of, and same in there. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. If somebody's having fights back there, you can just bounce that bomb right there, and that lands on the other side there where people are. People will be camping here, or fighting from here. And so if you bounce that bomb off there, it will kill them all. Yeah, let's see. Anything else to mention? I'm running out of things I haven't mentioned about the capital. All right, well, this is the capital. If you have any questions or other names for things, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, let me know if this is your favorite map or what map you'd like to see next, or what I should mention about the capital that I haven't. Yeah, if there's some common sight lines that might be useful. This is one from here. People like to snipe because it's all the way across to there. That's going to be a very common sight line. And there's some interesting sight lines to the middle here. If you're in the gazebo, you can see down to there towards the Volvo, and you can see down to here towards the ramp, and of course towards the bird down there. Let's see. In here, there is an angle to that window there, and to the door, kind of, not really. Yeah, you can't really see the door from this. No, you can't. No. But the crow's nest, of course, has an angle on most of this room, although this window also has a decent angle on the door. So yeah, that's your tour of the capital as we're finishing up here on Gustav Mahler, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll look forward to seeing you at the next one. Here we're going to close out by seeing the sign, the Massachusetts State House. That's what the Capitol building actually is, and that also exists. So yeah, if you're ever having a firefight right here, you can bounce a bomb off of that. Don't know why you'd need to, but thanks so much for doing the tour with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.